Alrighty guys, what is going on? It is Joseph here, back from the LEGO Star Wars video here today, guys. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about my LEGO Star Wars 2022 Winter and Spring Wave predictions, guys. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a few ideas. There's a lot of different stuff I can get into, but before we get into that, I do want to say, for those of you who are returning subscribers or who do not know, yes, I did change my name to Thiccybrickie. That's how I'm going to go by from now on. I just thought it was better than JT and just Bricks, which are a little bit, I don't know, I didn't really like that idea, so now I am Thiccybrickie. That's my identity. I'm from Texas, if anyone was wondering. I live there still, and yeah, otherwise, besides that brand change, guys, let's get right into Thiccybrickie's first video, I guess. Let's move on.
Anyways, though, guys, before we get into today's video, I want to give a reminder that at 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away free LEGO Star Wars. If you guys are wondering what I'm giving away, well, I'm giving away this 2021 Summer Slave 1 with Boba Fett and Beskar Mando. If you do want to win this set, all you have to do is to be subscribed to the channel to enter. And if you want to double your chances to win, you can follow me on Instagram at jhagman14 and DM me to enter the giveaway. Anyways, guys, getting into the first set prediction, or idea, I guess you could say, for today's video, I decided to follow a model, I guess, of winter and spring sets, kind of similar to 2021. So let's just say that's what my 2022 predictions are based upon. So starting out with a helmet, these sets usually come out in the spring. And for the first one, I decided to go with a Mandalorian helmet. I just think this makes perfect sense. The Mandalorian helmet's cool. It's iconic. It's, unique. We already got a Boba Fett helmet, so it wouldn't be that much different from the Boba Fett helmet. But it's a cool helmet for 60 bucks. I would definitely buy this thing. So I think this is a good idea for LEGO to make next year. Another helmet that I would love for LEGO to make would be a Captain Rex helmet. This is another very iconic character. We've already gotten plenty of Stormtroopers and Imperials with the Scout Trooper, the Stormtrooper, the Imperial TIE Pilot, all that good stuff. So I feel like it's about time we get a Clone Trooper helmet. And honestly, if LEGO is going to make a Clone Trooper helmet, I imagine that they would just make Captain Rex. This would be a pretty unique build, maybe a hard design to make for LEGO, but definitely would be pretty sick. It would also be 60 bucks as well and would come in the spring. This year in the winter, LEGO made a 4+ Resistance X-Wing, so if LEGO were to make a 4+ set next year, I imagine they could do something maybe like an ATST. We all know LEGO loves to get their original trilogy sets at least out there every year, and why not make it in a 4+ set? And just imagine the ATST would be kind of small, not very impressive, but just a build mainly for the play features and for the figs. Maybe you could have an ATST Pilot and Wicket or Chewbacca or something like that. Would be a pretty small set, pretty cheap, but yeah, not very impressive, I guess you could say. Moving into a much more exciting set, in my opinion here, we do know that battle packs are coming back, at least the $15 battle packs, and for one, in the Winter Wave, we could have a clone battle pack with 4 just plain Phase 2 white clone troopers. This would be such a nice set to have. We've never gone just like a traditional white, 4 minifig style clone trooper battle pack with Phase 2 troopers. That would be very nice. This set could be obviously from the Bad Batch. As far as builds go, they definitely could do a few things. Maybe they could do like a turret or some cover, or maybe a mini ATRT. I guess we don't really see any ATRTs in the Bad Batch, but they could do something Republic related, I guess you could say, and this would obviously be 15 bucks and would be pretty nice to have. After that, moving into another Bad Batch set here, we have Gregor's Escape. This would be 200 to 300 pieces and would be a $30 set. This one kind of reminds me of the Trouble on Tatooine set that we got this year. And for the build, you can do some forest shrubbery, that kind of thing, some rocks maybe, or you could do part of the Imperial base. There's really a lot of stuff you can do, but mainly just some scenery really is what I was thinking. For the figs, we could get Gregor, which would be nice. Not the most beautiful Gregor minifigure in my opinion. I'd love to get his Republic Commando version, but we would get Scorch in this set, along with maybe a Stormtrooper or 2, and these would obviously be the prototype Stormtroopers, so this would be pretty cool. Maybe you could even throw in a Republic Commando or switch something out for a Republic Commando, right? But mainly, the build is not super impressive in the set, but you want this set for the minifigs, right? So nice set at 30 bucks. Getting into a $40 set here, we have a 400 to 500 piece Duel on Exegol. This is kind of big for a Duel. Usually our Duel sets are 20 bucks, right? Like the Ahsoka vs. Maul Duel we got this summer was 20 bucks. This set, I imagine, for the Duel on Exegol being the, final duel of the Skywalker saga is going to be a little bit bigger. I don't know if honestly they're ever going to make this thing because, The Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019 and it's going to be 2022. So pretty funny to think about that, how this is like, the big final duel of the entire franchise and they still don't have a set for it. But if they do ever plan on making a set, they could do something like this where they have, a decent build at 40 bucks, something substantial, maybe like the throne, some of the scenery, statues, that kind of thing that we see on Exegol. But I imagine the minifigures would be a key selling point for this set at 40 bucks. You're going to want to get, Kylo Ren / Ben Solo, whatever you want to do with that. Rey, Emperor Palpatine in his final, order version, I guess you could say, with red accents, which would be very, very cool. And then maybe you could throw in a couple of Sith troopers as well. Now, one of my personal favorite set ideas from today's video here is the Justifier. This would be 500 to 700 pieces and would be about 50 bucks. For the minifigs, they would be very excellent. We could get Cad Bane and I would assume Toto 360. We also could or maybe could not get Fennec Shand. I mean, I know she's coming in a set this summer, so if she wasn't in this set, it would be kind of a bummer, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I could also see a world where she is in this set. You could also, this would be a great set to get Omega. We don't have her yet, so this is the perfect chance in my opinion. We could also get a Kaminoan for the first time, which this is also a great opportunity for that. We could get Tan Wee, so a lot of possibilities with this set, but definitely the minifigs and the build would be very, very nice. Getting into 70 bucks here, we have the Imperial Attack Shuttle at 600 to 750 pieces. This set would contain 3 of the Imperial recruit clone trooper type minifigs, elite troopers, whatever you want to call them, pre-death troopers, whatever you want to call them, like I said. Also Admiral Rampart, maybe you could have a couple of clones in this set as well. The minifigs would be very nice though. And the build would just be a pretty much just all gray Republic Attack Shuttle, which we haven't gotten since 2009, so it's been a long time. This set is cool in my opinion, but I don't know if we'd ever get something like this, at the moment, because we have the current Imperial Shuttle still on shelves from this year. So I don't know if there'd be kind of confusion with those two, and they're kind of similar, so who knows, but this set would still be cool to get. Moving into the May the 4th set, I know I would love to get a minifigure, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. If we did get a minifigure, shoot, maybe getting something like, Hauser would be sick, right? That would be a great idea, but who knows? But if we don't get a minifigure and we get the typical panorama, which we've gotten for the past few years, I imagine since it is the 20th anniversary of the Attack of the Clones Star Wars movie, we could get an Attack of the Clones set, this being the Battle of Geonosis. That would, I'm not really the biggest fan of the panorama sets, I can't lie. They've all been original trilogy, and in today's video, I haven't yet mentioned a prequel trilogy set idea, so if we did get something, it would be nice to get an Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary set, so why not? Getting into the Microfighters here, we have a Microfighter duel set with Moff Gideon's Cruiser versus the Razor Crest. This would be a pretty nice set, mainly because of the minifigs, where you can get Moff Gideon and Beskar Mando all in one set for 20 bucks. And I imagine the Microfighters honestly wouldn't be that bad either. The Razor Crest would definitely be nice, and then Moff Gideon's Cruiser would be nice as well. And then you'd obviously get the Darksaber in this set as well. For the next Microfighter set, I decided to go with the Slave 1 or Boba Fett Starship, whatever you're going to call it. This would be around 100 to 200 pieces and would be 10 bucks. What's funny is LEGO's actually never made a Slave 1 Microfighter. I didn't really know this, but when I started thinking about it, I'm like, shoot, they really haven't made one. So this would not only be a great opportunity for this iconic ship to get a Microfighter, but it's a great opportunity for a decent Mandalorian set as well, where we could get Boba Fett from the Mandalorian. Some people don't like this minifigure, but still, it would be a nice, cheap way to get him. And then getting into the final Microfighter for today's video, we have the New Republic X-Wing Microfighter. This is obviously another Mandalorian set. It's a counter to the Slave 1, and it would be pretty similar, 100 to 200 pieces, about 10 bucks. I know we do get a lot of X-Wings every year, it seems, but I guess for a Microfighter from the Mandalorian, this isn't the worst thing in the world to counter the Slave 1. For the minifig, we could just get some random New Republic pilot, or maybe one of the named pilots we see in the Mandalorian. Just something along New Republic lines would be nice in my opinion, I guess. And getting into the final set idea for today's video, we have the UCS Mouse Droid here. Hear me out. I know this idea is kind of dumb, but it might not be the worst idea in the world. You can get a mini UCS droid for a minifig and a very nice, well-done UCS Mouse Droid for the build. For 60 bucks, it would be great, right? The past couple years, LEGO's done some mini UCS sets with Dio and the Probe Droid, which is what we got this year. So it's kind of another obscure droidish character. I decided to go with a mouse droid. I know it's not the most exciting, but you never know. It's from the original trilogy, so LEGO loves that stuff. So we could see this. I'm not the biggest fan of this personally, but for if it was something I wanted, I would say maybe they can make like a mini UCS AT-RT for 60 bucks. I think that would be really cool, but I don't really think that's that realistic. And if they were to do another random droid character like this, I guess you'd have to go with the mouse droid for me.
Anyways, my friends, that was going to wrap up today's video. Please make sure to comment down below. What did you guys think about today's video? What did you guys think about today's predictions, ideas, all that fun stuff? There's definitely a lot of possibilities for next year on LEGO Star Wars. We don't know anything about it yet. So as we find information, I will make sure to post videos about that stuff. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Enter the giveaway, my friends. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time.